Hello YouTube friends, I'm here to finally show my completed junk journal that for the challenge that Nick the Booksmith had for us here. I think November 17th, which is like in about 3 days, is the deadline. So yay, I'm so excited that I was able to actually, get there. So yeah, my mom left. She's here for like 8 days. Miss her so much. She lives in Florida, and so yeah, she's not too close. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead. All right, so if you want to see the details on the criteria, I think I did a little better job on the previous video, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it today now. But just quickly, here, let's start by the givens, which is basically one type of paper, and I used tea-dyed paper. So that was the paper that I chose, and then the book cover was an old book, and one scissor and one type of glue. Okay, so that's 4 givens, and then I chose this thread, which is thread and needle, one color, and the ink with the little applicator. And the third that I chose item is this scrapbook page, which you are only allowed to use 1 page, and this is just, I happen to have 2 of them, so this is the one I didn't use, and then the other one that I did use is identical to that one. And last but not least, I could barely have any left of the fabric. It's really hard to see because there's like practically no images left on it because I used them up. I would have probably used these up as well. I just didn't want to just use them like in a sloppy way, because that's kind of what happens when I start getting a little tired of doing a project. I got a little sloppy and I just start gluing stuff, and that's okay sometimes, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to, I guess, be more purposeful with all the elements that I put in here. So all right, well, without further ado, what I did is I used the thread to tie around this like button that I made out of paper. Obviously I had to put several layers of paper to make it thick enough, and then I put a little deal there, a little thread through it so you could see that it looks like a button, and so then that's what I use, and it actually does a decent job closing the book, because I mean, it is a thick, a pretty thick, it came out pretty thick, even though the spine is not that big. It kind of looks like that, so it's okay. It's not too bad. I kind of like it. I mean, it actually stands up on its own if I wanted to do that. But I think the way I've got the camera, I don't know if you could see how well you could see that. But anyway, so we've already talked about the cover and how I made that. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next page, and yeah. So with the very limited supplies, obviously. There were some fun things. Now, some of these things that I did are not original, like my own imagination. Some of them are, and I can't remember one from the other every time, because I do watch a lot of videos. In my previous video that I talked about this book, I did put some people that I just remembered them, and that I took some of their ideas. So yeah, most of these are not my own ideas. Maybe the way I put it together might be my own, but very little is original, okay? Which is fine, because that's what we do in this lovely community we share, okay? So, but yeah, if I can remember the names, I will post them below. If I can remember, what information I got from them, I'll do that. But yeah, basically to make these like bubbles, I use the back of this applicator, and you know, just use it as a stamp. And then I also did that with my glue bottle with the little, this part of it. I could have done this side, but I ended up doing something else that was this size, which is actually the inker is like almost the same size. So I just, on some of the pages you're gonna see I made some polka dots directly with the shape of this here. So I sewed some of a piece of that fabric. This was a piece that didn't have any image on it. I love how it's kind of, the thread is kind of falling apart on it a little bit. I just love that. I think it looks really cool. And then the distressing with that ink, you know, and I did put a little piece of an image from the fabric. So that's, you know, most of that really pretty blue is that fabric basically, since, you know, like I said, the limited criteria. So yeah, I sewed this pocket by hand, obviously, because we can use our needle and thread. We just use one needle and one thread. And so this is adorable, I think, you know. And to make these lines, I think that was actually my idea, because I don't remember seeing it anywhere else, is I folded the paper many times, you know, kind of accordion style, and then I went back in and just distressed those little, I guess, creases, and that's how I got my lines. So I don't remember. I don't think I got that from anybody else. I think I figured that out somehow. I don't know how it popped in my head, but it did. And then this needs a little glue here, but see if I can do that now. Maybe I'm like running out of glue here, so maybe not. Okay, so we're gonna put this back in this little pocket. So this pocket is double. It's got here and it's got here. So love that. Okay, then we talked about the ruffle already, how much I love that. And I actually made this page into a pocket. And so yeah, this pocket is like a side whole page pocket type thing. And I try to make a map out of that remaining fabric, you know, the pieces that were not, you know, that kind of had a blank, like a creamy color. And then I put a little flower on there. And again, with the lines, I folded the paper accordion style in one direction and then the other direction. This actually took a lot of work, I found out, and I did this twice. I did that there, and I did it all the way in the back as well. You know, kind of trying to make it look a little bit like a map. And yeah, so that's how I did that. Okay, so then going back, I got this little flip out here, and loving that tea staining that happens naturally. Kind of added another element in my eyes, but you know, not, you know, as part of my tea dye paper. I don't know what this is, but it's basically a little flip out, and I like it. I like how this came out. You know, this is another image from the scrapbook paper, another mermaid. And then I like how I layered this paper, and it makes it look like waves. So I think that's kind of cute. And then this flower, I put some thread, you know, in the little small budding flower bits, and I just thought that was very pretty the way that came out. So yeah, I guess the rest is kind of self-explanatory. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already seeing I'm at about 10 minutes in, and I really want to try to keep it under 15. So I'm just gonna kind of go flip through it, and y'all can pretty much see what happened. Another button, and then yeah, one important thing I guess to mention is, like with this star and this fish, I actually used the needle that I picked, and you know, kind of drew on paper, and it kind of gave me an image, so then I can cut it out. But you know, I was able to basically draw with my needle. Even though I didn't put ink or anything on it, it just allowed me to make like a stencil or whatever. So, and I did get that idea from somebody, and I can't remember who it was. But like I said, if I could remember, I'll put it down. But I thought that was really cool because I was able to do this, the fish. Now this was just a fabric. Again, a piece that didn't have the design. And then this like little square deal was the actual this, so the top of it. So that was kind of cool. And then see the bigger bubbles are actually the little dabber. So another image, and then there's this little belly band, the polka dot. Again, love the tea stained paper, the way, you know, it's kind of a purple color that comes out, so just very complimentary. Again, now with this one, I went ahead and drew it with the needle, and then I fussy ripped it out, and then I did the little, you know, with this here, and these were with this. So I thought that was cool. Little note there. And then this is a thick belly band and a little bitty pocket there. Love how I scrunched up this paper and then distressed it. Give it another little layer look. So then here we go with, oh, I love this tag. This is the gorgeous tag, the way this one came out. So stitched that, of course, by hand. Put some of the remainder. I kind of like the way this kind of came out. It kind of looks like it wasn't even on purpose until I actually figured out that it could be. It was a little bit of a surprise. Love how I made this little octopus, or actually this is not the octopus. I did make an octopus. This is more like a little jellyfish. So, a little flip out. Love these little hanging, dangling hearts from the center. Little flip out, little booklet attached. This one here has a little button that I sewed onto it. Again, paper button. Beautiful image from that scrapbook paper. The little side pocket, belly band with the little bitty pocket. Cute, cute, cute little sea stars dangling from this little piece of paper here that is in this like heart shape. On this page, I love this page, how it came out, and this mermaid tail is kind of cool too. So more polka dots, another belly band, another image, another button, another one of these pages, little envelope. Love this little envelope, just super cute, super, super cute. Love it. And I love it here in this little side kind of pocket thingy. And then it also, the next page has a this little like tab with a little kind of card made out of paper. Again, gorgeous images. This just looks like a creature, like a sea creature of some kind. I don't know what it is, but I thought it looked kind of cool. And another looks like a shark. This is my octopus, and this is all paper, no fabric. So, and this looks like white paper, but it's just some of my tea dyed paper comes out really light, so that's why that looks like that. And then this little mermaid tail pops out of there. I think that's adorable. And then she looks gorgeous there. And this little guy, like a little fish on there. So, yeah, there's that little pocket. And that's it, guys. That's what we got. Thank you so much for letting me share. And it was just tons of fun. So many people looked at the video, and I picked up a few more subscribers. So thank you guys who subscribed. And if you have not, make sure you do it. Share the love. See you in the next video. Thank you.